Two, one. Welcome to the Bucket Discussions podcast, man. It's your boy Taj James, aka Katie Trey Five Jr. on PSN. And welcome to the Bucket Discussions podcast, where we go beyond the narrative, beyond the stat sheet, to bring y'all that real, authentic sports talk, man. And let me let my partners introduce themselves.
Hey, what's good with it, man? It's your boy Trey, aka the girl's damn sugar, aka Dr. James. We back in this thing. Follow me on IG at IamTrey.j. Always hit me up on there. If you got any comments, questions, or you just want to argue, hit me up on there, man. You want to be a part of MVB, hit me up on there as well. I'll pass it to bro.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Jay Coop, and I'm ready to get into this episode of Bucket Discussions this week. So let's get into it, man.
Yes, sir, man. We ready? We locked in, man. It's been a pretty slow week, man, but we still have some news coming in here and there. So to kick us off, man, the Clippers decided to trade Pat Bev and Rondo. Two of my favorite players, man, in the league. But they traded him for Eric Bledsoe, a player that was a part of their Lob City team. He's already been a Clipper. He has experience there. But he's entering a whole different situation, man. This is not just the Lob City team. This is Kawhi. This is PG, a team that's expected to win the chip right now or right away. So how do you guys feel about this move, and are the Clippers making a mistake?
I'm gonna pass it to Coop because this is his squad, but I'll let him get in on this first.
Shit, you already know I got some stuff to say on this, but first things first, man. Just like you said earlier this week, Taj, I wasn't really feeling this trade off the rip like that because, I mean, we just gave up one of our most aggressive defenders on the team in Pat Bev, you know what I'm saying? And we gave up someone we traded for Lou Williams in the middle of the season. So, I mean, we did give up, I guess you could say, a significant amount, but what we got in return was, I feel like after thinking about it for a while, I feel like it was a good trade for both sides because, I mean, for the Memphis Grizzlies, they were trying to get off Eric Bledsoe's contract. And, I mean, plus he doesn't really fit their timeline, you know what I'm saying? But as for the Clippers, man, I feel like obviously they lost Patrick Beverley, one of their best defenders, but they got back another point guard who can actually score and lock down just like Pat Bev can do, but can score a little bit more efficiently, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what the Clippers need, especially going into a season where they are without Kawhi. I feel like they need the better scoring player to try to get them to the playoffs. So if Kawhi returns in time for the playoffs, they can have a steady foundation built off of the regular season so they can transform into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So overall, honestly, if I had to grade the trade, I'd probably give it a B- just because of what we had to give up, which in my opinion wasn't too much because we gave Daniel Atoro, Rajon Rondo, who barely got minutes in the playoffs, and Patrick Beverley, who, let's be real, is on his last year of the contract. And I don't really think the Clippers are trying to get involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how much they're going to pay him after the season because they already have a good amount of money on the books. So, yeah, I'm satisfied with the trade as a Clippers fan, man. But I'm going to pass it to Trey.
I think I'll start with it with the perspective of the Grizzlies. I don't understand what they don't. I feel like they don't gain anything meaningful just keeping it a buck. I feel like Patrick Beverley's home, so to speak, or his best days, man. I feel like it was a good fit with the Clippers. Everything he did there, he was a good piece to that team, man. Brought a lot of energy, man. Great defense. He's that dude that you put in the game, he's always on go. Whether he'll hit a shot, if the team's up, he's up. He'll hit a 3 too. He's not even that great, man. He'll be in your best player's face, man. He's naggy. He's that defender that never goes away, man. You know it's gonna be one of those nights when you're playing against that guy, man. Whether you cooking him or not, you know he just going. You find him one play, he's still in your ear talking crazy. So I don't know how much for Rondo and Pat Bev. I don't know how much you gain out of that for the Grizzlies, but maybe they do make something work with that. But as far as the Clippers go, I feel like I kind of looked into this trade earlier this morning, man. I feel like it said something they were about saving like maybe around 30 mil luxury tax. So I feel like that's also good for them. And also, what was it? Also Eric Bledsoe's contract it's partially guaranteed. So technically, if they feel like he's not that good of a fit, they can still get rid of Bo, or they don't have to pay if they don't lose too much money. So this could be, if Bledsoe doesn't fit, could be a one-stop shop. They'll see him like, we're not really feeling how Bo fits here. But if the things do go good, they can also give him that money he was give him that extra money, man. As far as this goes, I think the trade's about a C, maybe a C plus.
C plus. Oh yeah, that's fair.
Hey dog, I ain't know he was giving a letter grades, but man, if I had to give it a letter grade right off rip, I'm gonna have to give it a C. But bro, I didn't even realize you said they were saving $30 million luxury tax, so that makes the trade make a little bit more sense to me. But my initial reaction when I seen the trade was like, damn, why the Clippers trading Pat Bev, dog? Like Pat Bev, I understand Rondo. Rondo was only there for a year. He really didn't work out. He didn't do what they expected him to do, so I got him out of there. But Pat Bev was one of them players that's synonymous with a team, dog. Like the Clippers, Pat Bev and the Clippers go hand in hand, bro. So for them to give him up that easily kind of sucked, but I understand where they were coming from, man. Like Eric Bledsoe, he may come in there and give you a little bit more scoring. He's not going to be the exact same defender, but he's a pretty good defender. He's decent. Yeah. Eric Bledsoe, he's really a backup point guard. He's going to come in there and help you. Not really going to do too much. But as far as the Clippers, I feel like they drafted very well this year. They got some rookies out there feel like are going to come in there and help at the point guard position. So I can kind of understand the move a little bit more. But like I said, I'll give them a C because it's kind of sad to see Pat Bev lead the Clippers. But
no, thanks, bro.
Got to do what they got to do, man, at the end of the day. This topic, man, really, really exciting topic I wanted to talk about. So I watched this KD and Draymond exclusive interview on Draymond's show called Chips. Keep that in mind because we're going to talk about Chips on Shoulders a little bit later in the show, man. But Chips, man, it's Draymond's show. His first guest was Kevin Durant, and they came on there to hash out their differences, man. And let's just get this out there real quick, man. Obviously, a couple years ago, they were coming down. They were playing against my boys Clippers, and Draymond grabbed a board, grabbed a rebound, man. He was going down court, dribbling it up, and KD was hopping out of rock, man. Because obviously he felt like, I'm that guy. I'm the man on the team, man. Give me the rock. This is a late game situation. So he felt like, give me the ball. I'm going to end it. We're going to go home. But Draymond making in his head like, man, I'm going to dribble this down here. I'm going to kick it to KD. He's going to walk into a three, and we're going to end the game. So really this was a whole miscommunication. But, you know, Hoopers know, man. Tempers are flare. Disagreements happen. But it's all in the heat of the battle, man. All in the heat of the game. So KD and Draymond got on his podcast. They chopped it up, man. And you guys said you guys seen it. So how you guys feeling about this?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll give my topics because I kind of already know the background behind that situation. I haven't seen the interview. I haven't seen that call.
They really just touched on like KD coming to Golden State, him leaving Golden State, the whole argument that happened against the Clippers, and it's really just that, man.
Okay. I feel like I've kind of seen a little bit of that. I think that's KD's podcast. They talked about it a little bit before. But started off with that whole situation with they were playing the Clippers and KD wanted the ball and Draymond's pushing it down court. Just to say to speak, for all the highlight watchers out there that don't normally watch the games, that play is a normal play. You see Draymond run, he'll get the ball and go. I feel like since KD was new, I feel like maybe he just didn't pick up on that as quick, but that's a normal play I've seen run 1,000 times with Steph. Draymond will get the ball and go. He'll literally toss the ball back behind him and Curry will hit a three. I don't know if that's what he was expecting, but I feel like, or if KD was expecting for him to do that, but I feel like that was Draymond's intentions. You get the ball, he gets the ball, he dish it back, and Curry hit the three, and we go home. But to see for them to come together like that, man. You guys said there wasn't much of a people taking responsibility for the situation. You seem like there was kind of deferring blame on what happened out there. I feel like we're gonna be grown. I feel like this conversation should have kind of been held like 20 years from now, just so they can get the clarity and everybody, because it feels like
the whole buck.
Yeah, I feel like it feels like right now that they're trying to make an open court moment, so to speak, that we see with players like Kobe, we we seen with Kobe and Shaq, where they're talking back and forth. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could have did more. You was lazy as hell. I feel like that, and they took responsibility in those interviews, and they were very direct with what they had to say. There was no sugarcoating shit, man. No pushing the blame off on somebody else. So I feel like they definitely should have waited a minute. I know right now social media and the internet's hot. Everybody wants to get some content out there, but I feel like this is a conversation that could have waited, could have aged for 10 years. You know.
Facts, man. No, I 100% agree with you, bro. I actually said that too, man. I was like, I feel like this is a conversation you have like at the end of your career or a couple years after you retired or something. But for these two to do this, I don't want to say like mid career, but towards the end of their career, I just feel like it wasn't needed right now. But because, like you said, it's not like they're keeping it a whole buck. You know what I'm saying? They're not keeping it 100% honest, and that's kind of the thing I don't really like about it, man. And like you said, man, like they were putting the blame on Steve Kerr, and I think it was the Warriors GM or something like that. I mean, when it comes to two players beefing on the court over a play like that, that has nothing to do with Steve Kerr or the GM, and it probably wasn't even that specific situation to begin with, but just overall, because you know Draymond and KD, they were going at it the whole time they were there for the most part, like they were chopping it up all the time. That's just how those guys are, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you said, bro, I just feel like it was too early to even make a video like that, because I mean, you seen Kobe, you know, and Shaq, they talked out their differences later after their career. I just feel like they should have just waited, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So I don't really want to try to break down every little thing that they said in their interview, but I feel like they kind of beat around the bush a little bit of the main topic. Draymond said what he said, man. He called KD a B on the bench, man. And it's really hard to come back from that, man. Like, if I'm friends with you or you friends with me, and I say, like, obviously in the heat of the moment, man, you're angry. And they say angry people tell the truth, because everybody knows when they get angry, man, how they get. So you just say what's on your mind and how you've been feeling. And he called Draymond a B. I really feel like that doesn't have anything to do with Bob Myers. It don't have anything to do with Steve Kerr. It don't have anything to do with social media or anybody else, man. So I really question, how did they really even like talk about that, even behind closed doors, not even on an interview or anything like that? Did you guys really apologize, or is it just something that's lingering like every time that you see each other? Because there's really, I don't really think you can just apologize for that, man. That's kind of a deep kind of scar, man. So I don't know if they really talked about that in depth, or they just trying to make it look pretty for the interview. And I know Draymond trying to get his podcast or whatever, his show jumping. So I'm not sure, but they seem like they're cool right now, man. So that's good. I don't like seeing players beef like that. So,
Right.
But yeah, man. Hopefully we can see more players sit down like this over their careers, man. Like I said, after they're done playing, not a couple.
Not in progress, man. Let it simmer, man. Let's let our careers play out, man. See how the kids fall, and then we'll come back and reconvene and have those conversations, man. I feel like those are always better when you wait, man. We have the privilege to be like growing up at the tail end of these guys' careers, like Kenny, Shaq, when they did the open court, T-Mac, all them boys, Chuck, Chris Webber. We got the privilege of seeing them guys kind of come together on that open court, all after they're done, their careers are over, and kind of chop it up, man. Tell the truth, tell the behind the scenes. Reggie Miller, I feel like that was dope that we got to see that, man. But yeah, I feel like it's the age of social media, but we can wait on those conversations, man.
Yeah, man, because like Draymond's obviously, I really like Draymond, man. Like obviously he was an enemy because he played for the Warriors, and I was a Cavs fan. I like Bron, but I always respected how bro played and how he just was always tiptoeing to the edge, man, just willing to do whatever it takes to win and whatever it takes for his team to win the chip, man. So to see him beat around the bush in this interview kind of felt weird, and it kind of seemed like he had a hidden agenda of clearing his name. Because, you know, everybody's been like, oh, Draymond, you're the reason why KD left. And I feel like that's kind of a lazy take, man, because I feel like everybody around that whole situation knows that it wasn't just that. Because that's not going to make KD leave, and I feel like he already had his mind made up throughout the season. And I feel like it was adding more pressure to everybody else in the organization, because they're like, damn, we want KD to stay, but you can't make him stay if he already has his mind made up. So I really don't feel like it should be Draymond's fault, but at the end of the day, bro, you said what you said, bro. Y'all need to speak on that, man, and talk it out like men.
Yeah, man. Before
you're on the push and don't blame nobody else, man.
Yeah, before we get a pushing, man. This is a common phrase, man. Address somebody. If you got something to say, address them like the numbers on the house, man. Don't bullshit. We don't do indirect. If you feel a certain way about someone, in that heat of the moment, the word bitch was thrown out, and that's a very strong word when you angry and you're a man. Somebody call you a bitch, but I feel like you hashed that out, man. Whether you got to throw hands, but I feel like at that point in time, like when you spoke, though, you made a point about when you're angry is when you're telling the truth, and I feel like also when you're angry, you can be very irrational about shit. When anger and when emotion is high, logic is low. So you're not logically thinking, you're just kind of angry. You're not saying the best things or even the right things or even correctly how you feel. You're just angry, man. So I think in a situation like that, man, just keep it. That conversation could have happened off air where they had to hash it out, man. Have a conversation, maybe throw a couple hands, do what you got to do, man. Get that.
Yeah, that's real talk, though. That's real talk, dog. Y'all can go in the locker room, bro. Go ahead, throw them real quick or whatever y'all got to do to get over the situation, man. But I feel like far too often social media and just in general, bro, they try to egg stuff on. And I feel like if you guys don't talk it out, bro, it's just going to linger longer and longer. And then everybody's going to throw their opinions in there. Then y'all going to start feeling some type of way about each other. When all y'all had to do is just, bro, after that game happened, y'all go cool off. But before we leave, bro, we're going to sit down and talk. We're going to be straight, man. We just, hey, KD, I apologize. I'm sorry for what I said, bro. Or KD don't got to accept the apology, bro. But y'all got to talk it out or something, dog, because y'all can't just let it linger. It's going to build up more and more, and then you're going to have resentment towards him. Then everybody's going to be like, oh, is this why he left Golden State? Or is this why he did this? So I feel like instead of blaming the management, bro, I feel like you guys can say you guys handled it wrong. KD and Draymond handled the situation the wrong way.
Take the blame for that.
Real talk.
Don't duck responsibility. Definitely take the blame for that. And also, as far as KD staying, I kind of felt like, I don't know. I feel like KD wasn't going to end his career, or even this was going to be very long as a Warriors fan, was going to be very long in Dub Nation. Just because, speaking of the circumstances, he left his hometown, and KD's a very sensitive guy. People are calling him a snake.
Bro, we got to talk about that too, bro. KD is like I don't know how to explain it. I rock with KD, bro. I look up to KD, dog. Like, he a real dude, bro. He wears emotions on his sleeve. He a real emotional dude, bro. Any little thing could tick him off, bro. Anything could be taken as a slight to him. So I feel like we got to keep that in mind too, instead of just blaming Draymond. Like, obviously what Draymond said was wrong, but KD's gonna get offended about a lot of stuff, dog. So you kind of gotta watch what you say around KD, because you don't want bro to take offense to it. So we gotta keep that in mind too.
Yeah, definitely. KD definitely a sensitive guy, but you know, we got another quick jump ball segment, bro. We back in here with this thing, man. We got another MVP for you, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a big shout out to my uncle, man. Trevor James, man. We appreciate the support, man. You be up under all the videos, commenting, showing us love, man, liking, talking about the content, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate your support, man. Bro tapped in. He probably one of my favorite uncles, bro. Dude, hilarious. Got a bunch of stories, man. Always giving advice, always giving real game, man. Appreciate the support, man.
Thanks, bro. We do appreciate you, man. I don't know you personally, but I mean, shit, if you're related to these two, you're probably a pretty cool dude. So we appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. My favorite uncle, dog.
Hey, Roy, you said my guy.
You said my favorite.
Yeah, Trevor James, Poop. That's what we call him. That's his nickname. But that's my favorite uncle, dog. Yeah, I can't say enough of great things about you, dog. You're always looking out for me, my siblings, man. You just you a good dude, man. As soon as I dropped the podcast, you didn't even know I was doing this, but you was the first one to show love, hit me up, say you tapped in. You said he's gonna share with everybody at your job, man. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for always showing love. Thank you for always being just a great uncle, man. So thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, let him know how they can be a top supporter.
Man, let me talk to you how you can be. You want to know how you can be a top supporter? Here's how you can be a top supporter, man.
I get my lighting right. My fault.
Comment, like, and most of all, share, man.
Facts.
You want to, this is what we tell you, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. If you share the content, man, we'll be
Big
sure
facts.
to make you our top supporter, man. We know, we watch it, man. We see it. You tag us in something that you like, you tag us in the
Mm-hmm.
segment, showing love to us on social media, man. Or if you even come up to us in person, man, we're for sure rocking with you, man.
Yes, sir.
We keep an eye on who's sharing, who's liking, man, who's showing love. So we appreciate that, man. But now I want to get into a topic um that you see I'm repping the shirt. I'm repping this shirt, man. This was kind of coincidental. Nothing was planned, man. I just woke up this morning, seen this shirt. I said, hey, let's throw some drip on. Let's throw a little Kobe drip on. But I want to talk about Shaq and Kobe, man. Um, we're talking 3 consecutive championships, man. It's been on my mind, man. I've been kind of seeing a little bit about it. After I've seen a lot of these debates on who's the quote unquote GOAT. Um, who do you guys feel, Shaq or Kobe? Because it's one of those two cats, man. Who do you guys feel who's the MVP of the Lakers for those 3 consecutive championships, man? Who is the MVP? Is it Shaq or is it Kobe?
I'm gonna let Taj go on that one first, man.
Uh, honestly, bro, I feel like that's a tough one, bro, because it can't be really one without the other. But bro, you asked a question, so we got to choose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the MVP was Shaq Diesel, dog, because bro he was out of this world, man. His talent was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bully, bro. The most dominant player we ever seen in this game. Most dominant player in NBA history. He did his thing, bro. Nobody can stop him. Kobe was able to do what he was able to do, bro. He was averaging like 30s in the playoff runs, bro. The 01 Lakers went 15-1 in the playoffs, bro. That's nuts just to even think about, bro. We ain't seen no team do that since like the Warriors. The Warriors came close to it, but yeah, man, I gotta go with Shaq Diesel.
Hey, that's respectable, bro. That's a hard ass question, man. But I mean, I'm gonna just have to go Kobe just because, like you said, bro, he was averaging like 30 plus in those playoff series. You know what I'm saying? So this man, Kobe, he was. I mean, like you said, bro, Shaq is the most dominant player on that team. He's probably one of the most dominant players of all time. But Kobe, man, I just got to give it to him just because he was the leader of that team. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that kept everyone's head in check. So yeah, I'm gonna just go Kobe, bro.
Bad.
I'm gonna get my little 2 cents in, man. Um,
That mama. So,
I'm rocking with Kobe, man. I'm rocking with Kobe, and here's why, man. We talk about portions of the season when Shaq was injured, it was Kobe. I feel like this is often overlooked when talking about Shaq and Kobe. You don't get to the playoffs without the regular season, so we have to talk about what they've done in the regular season. Like the playoffs, of course, is a big piece of winning that championship, but you don't get to the playoffs without the regular season. We got to think of the things that Kobe did in the regular season. Not saying Shaq didn't do anything because we got Shaq Diesel, man, very dominant force down low, man. But I think I give it to Kobe, just because we talking his way to will the team. But now some people will discredit, say bro's a selfish player, doesn't pass the ball, which I feel like is kind of a stereotype, so to speak, man, a misconception that people often are given just from whether it's media, social media, or passed down or as a joke. But I feel like Kobe is definitely that centerpiece of that team, man. Because do you think? I'm sure they could go pick up somebody else, but you got to think that's Shaq. I think without Kobe, man, that team isn't what it is. And also, Taj did say something, made up a great point, man. I think that without one, there isn't that 3 consecutive championship run. So I think that's a vital point that we have to bring up. But I give it to Kobe, man. But let's get into
That's real talk. But you made me choose, bro. So I had to just I just had to go with it, man. I feel like it's a little bit lost and a little bit disrespectful, bro, on both ends. Like people disrespect Kobe too much when it comes to that run. They disrespect Shaq too much, bro. Because them two together, man, they're probably one of the best duos we ever seen in NBA history. Not a lot that you can argue with.
I think if they would have got a more if they would have had a better relationship, man, they could have definitely won a lot more rings. But let's talk let's talk a couple. I got a couple 1v1s, man. We want to talk in a hypothetical situation, even though we know basketball is not just one-on-one. If you go with that one-on-one mindset, you'll find yourself with a short basketball career, man. But for the fun of it, we're gonna talk 1v1, man. This is my first. Who wins in this 1v1? We got Paul George or Jimmy Butler. Who wins in that 1v1?
I'm gonna go Paul George easily, just because I mean he's got a 6'7", 6'8" frame. He can defend. He can score over almost anyone in the league. Yeah, I'm going PG. No fucking questions.
Hey, bro, Jimmy Butler's a tough competitor. He's not gonna go out easy, but give me PG.
Yeah, bro, I got it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love PG, man. I mean, Jimmy Butler, man. No disrespect. No disrespect to Butler, bro. It's just I feel like PG's just too dominant over.
He scores so easily, bro. He's effort.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
PG.
Okay.
Thanks.
I want to switch it up just real quick. This is like a little impromptu switch up. Who wins in this 1v1? Paul George.
You gotta give your winner too, bro.
Definitely PG. Definitely PG. PG's getting very grilly. But who wins in this? PG or D Book?
Still give me PG.
Yeah, bro. He plays on both sides, man. He plays on both sides, man.
That's true. I don't know. Because just seeing Book, I've seen a lot of practice videos when they go ones, and Book is crazy at ones.
He is, man.
I'm gonna give the nod to PG just because of how smooth he has ones moves. All right, let's talk this. This may be a very slow game, but we got Embiid. Who wins this 1v1, Embiid or Jokic?
One-on-one, man, I might have to give it to Jokic just because he has more in his bag, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to like getting around defenders. Joel Embiid, he's probably the more dominant player, but I feel like Jokic is just the more flashy, the more, I don't know, I feel like he's a little bit more quicker too with his head. So I'm gonna just give it to Jokic, honestly, man. One-on-one.
Okay.
Give me big boy Johannes Embiid, bro. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. One-on-one, it's easier to guard Joel Embiid in a 5v5 situation, bro. But 1v1, Joker's very crafty, bro. He's slick. He's all that, bro. But I feel like his game's better suited for a 5v5 type situation. 1v1, Joel Embiid, bro. He's like damn near 300 pounds, bro. He's 7 foot, bro. He's putting Jokic, posting him up, fading away, all that stuff, bro. He's dunking on him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But hey, Jokic, he's a big boy, man. Jokic, he's a big boy too. It's gonna be hard to move him. Man. But hey, I can't argue that, man. That's a
big boy. Let me get Joe Hines, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight, bro. That'd be honestly a dope ass game to see.
Joker a hooper though for sure, but don't get me wrong.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're both. That'd be crazy, bro, to see that.
Give me Joe, because I feel like Joe Hines and B, because I feel like he has a more like aggressive style of play.
Yeah, that's true.
Mental game is a big piece of the game, especially in 1v1. I don't think he's joking.
He be talking crazy too, bro.
Yeah, so that talking crazy that can get to somebody's head. But let's get into this next one, man. This one is kind of tricky, man. Who do y'all think wins in this 1v1? We got Dame Dollar or Donovan Mitchell, man.
I might have to go with Donovan Mitchell just because of the defensive edge, man. I feel like Donovan Mitchell's just a little bit more athletic too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's really good at just blowing by his defenders. But yeah, I might have to give it to Donovan Mitchell, man, just because he's a dog defensively too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's tough though. That'd be a good ass game.
Very tough, man. But let me get Dame Dollar, man.
Dame.
One of the best PGs in the league.
Yeah. That's fact. But
okay,
fuck, man. That'd be crazy to see.
All right. This is the last one, man. Oh, let me get my input. Damn.
He said, damn.
I don't even know, bro, because I'm going to give it to Mitch just because that's how I'm feeling right now. But last one. This is a comparison that I wanted to speak of, man. We got Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James. Who wins that 1v1?
Let me jump
right now. Okay, no, you go first. You go.
LeBron is frying, bro. Kawhi, bro. There's this picture. They said it's LeBron and Kawhi guard LeBron, and they say what would happen. And I'm gonna tag y'all every year. I see it pop up on my memories, bro. I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna tag my guy Darius Porter. I'm tagging y'all every time I see it. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. blow by with the smoke emojis every time.
Bro, he wasn't even looking. He wasn't even
That's like
looking.
blow. Y'all see that
Oh,
six on my shoulder, dog. Y'all see that six, dog. Y'all already know what's
yeah,
happening.
that's how many turnovers he's gonna have against Kawhi. But man, yeah, I'm going Kawhi, man. As of right now, August 19, 2021, I'm going Kawhi Leonard, man. Even on the tour ACL, he's fucking him up. Because man, LeBron old ass, he ain't doing shit to Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Right now, August 19th, 2021, he ain't doing it.
We're gonna see
doing it.
Summer, man.
We are.
Oh, I don't even know who to give this nod to for real. Because when we
you know to give it to, dog.
No, but for real though, you gotta think when you see Kawhi go possess mode, he ain't missing no shots.
That's what I'm saying. Like Dallas, when he had 45 points, man, he went takeover mode, went crazy, bro.
No
like,
and then
he has better.
I'm gonna give it to Kawhi because I hate LeBron's handle. He got that weak ass handle, bro. I hate that, bro.
That ain't where he looks down at his hand before he shoots. He'd be like,
I'm taking that, bro. If I'm in the league, bro, you're not doing that against me.
Hey, but real talk though, Kawhi must have blacked out, bro. That little game 7.
That was crazy.
Playoffs. Who was they playing against again, dog? Was y'all playing the Mavs?
Ooh, I think it.
Yeah, but I think it was in Game 5 when you had that 45-point game. That was in Dallas, bro. It was winner go home. He was down.
He had to.
He went crazy, bro. He went fucking crazy.
He wasn't missing nothing, dog.
Dude, that was the craziest game I've seen. That was the most dominant I've seen Kawhi since the Toronto days, bro. It was crazy to see.
Yeah, but you really don't see him look to score like that, bro. But he was really just, hey, get out my way, dog.
Bro, he was not trying to go home. It was nice, bro. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, that's always good to see, man. When you see a guy like Kawhi, very humble cat, man, you see him like, all right, you see him kind of realize he's the best player on the court. So give me the damn ball. That's kind of how it was. But man, this concludes our jump ball segment, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all support. Big shout out to my guy Poop, man. Appreciate the support, man. If you want to be the next episode's MVP, make sure you like, comment, and share, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Shout out Hunk, man. Shout out Hunk.
All right, man. Let's get into this next topic, man. We got that. We seen that Christmas Day schedule. That Christmas Day schedule has been released, man. This one of the most exciting news of the off season.
On the NBA calendar, dog. One of the most exciting days. Bro, everybody gathers around their TV. They tap in, bro. You got game schedule throughout the whole day from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, dog. So we love NBA Christmas. This is where like one of the days during the season where everybody's gonna be playing hard. They're gonna be tapping in because everybody at the crib, bro. They just open up their gifts. They're about to turn the TV on and tap in to see what's going on in the NBA, man. And all the best players play on this day too, dog. So I'm gonna read these games out for y'all, and I want y'all to give me y'all favorite matchup and why. I already know mine, but hold on, let me read them out for y'all.
I think we all know yours.
So to start the day, man, when you cut the TV on, you're going to see the Hawks and Knicks, a rematch from the NBA playoffs. You're going to see the Celtics Bucks next at 1:30. And then we got the Warriors. Ain't nobody really trying to watch them like that, but we got the Warriors coming on at 4. And then we got the best matchup of the day, Christmas Day, bro. This is really a gift from God himself, man. That's Lakers. Tap in, bro. That's going to be the best matchup of the Christmas Day game, bro. Promise you. You got Kevin Durant. You got James Harden, Kyrie versus.
Hold on. Let me stop that.
The Brody. Bro. Versus the Brody.
You know what?
AD. It's going to be the Christmas Day slate,
bro. You know what? I'm going to give you that. That's going to be the most exciting.
Hold on, bro. We're not done. And then we got, to end the night, we got Mavs, Jazz, Luka, Mitch, Rudy Gobert. Is Porzingis gonna be back, bro? We don't know, man. But
let's keep it a buck, bro. That's going to be the most exciting game that day. Let's keep it a buck. Here's why. First off, you have the Nets, Lakers. That's gonna be the most exciting. That's because look, we got Kevin Durant, Westbrook. They got a past, man. They got a history. We've been there. We've seen that. And then we got this new super team aspect with the Nets going on, and we also have that super team, that big three aspect that y'all got going on with the Lakers. Let me ask this: are the Lakers a super team, man?
They're a super team.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just that. I didn't want y'all.
There's only 2 super teams in the league, dog, and it's the Nets and the Lakers, and they facing off.
Yeah, man. That's a good.
On Christmas, I will be in front of my television with my family, dog. We're gonna be tapped and we're gonna be watching it, bro. I know you're gonna be watching too. Bro, I'm sorry, but I don't see your Clippers on here, dog. So I don't know.
Hey, so that's what happens when Kawhi gets hurt, man.
Should have had you playing I should have had you playing the Warriors or something, dog. But
Hey, hold on. There's disrespect to the Nuggets, though, man. Jokic, he's the first MVP since like 2008 to not play on Christmas. That's kind of disrespectful.
Oh,
If you ask me.
I don't know, bro. That's kind of weird, but
I feel like they should take the Jazz's spot because they're the ones that blew a fucking 2-0 lead in the damn playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. I low-key feel like we could go without the Hawks and Knicks, dog.
Damn, that was actually my favorite my favorite game that
Oh
day.
yeah, bro. Get into that, man. What's your favorite game of the day of Christmas Day?
Well, it's the Knicks and the Hawks. Yeah, it's just because I just like what I've seen from that series last year in the playoffs. Even though the Hawks won in 5, it was so gritty. You know what I'm saying? Every time Trey went to New York, and it's going to be in the Garden too, so that's just going to make the game even better. Yeah, it's going to make it even better. I'm excited to see that.
Trey in the Garden. That's what's up.
Yes,
man.
sir. I'm excited.
I already told y'all my favorite game and why, dog. Nets Lakers. Yeah. But actually, let me not be so easily predictable, dog. Let me choose something else. Celtics Bucks. I'm gonna go with that game.
It's a good game.
I'll tell y'all why, bro. Jason Tatum, he's one of my favorite players to watch.
Very excited.
There's really nothing to say about Giannis, dog. 50 points in the NBA Finals, bro. NBA Final MVP. Jrue Holiday, Chris, KD Middleton. Yeah, that guy had playing.
Wait, whoa.
He said KD Middleton.
Don't do that, bro.
Oh, yeah, he a little KD clone, dog. Nah, I'm just playing. He's similar, though. He got a similar baggy, man, that he get into, but we got
a KD-esque bag.
KD-esque bag. Jaylen Brown, bro. Celtics are one of my favorite teams to watch in general, bro. So to see them play the Bucks on Christmas, I'm definitely going to be tapped in for that game, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big facts, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the predictable answer because it's true. I always keep everything 100. Definitely the next.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's the most exciting game of the day.
Man. Let's get into why real quick, dog, because you got KD and Russ, like you said, already got a history, dog. That history, Then we got LeBron and Kyrie. I'm not gonna say they have beef, but they were once a dynamic duo.
There's beef, though. There's beef. There's a little bit of
animosity, a little bit of animosity,
a little bit of static between them two, man. Definitely.
Kyrie would hate a little bit. He hating
bro. LeBron
hating on LeBron a little bit, bro, because he couldn't get that special treatment, dog.
LeBron sensitive as shit, bro.
He hating a little bit.
Bro did get that preferential treatment, bro. But
I'm a real talk.
Too emotional, man.
We got them too, and then we got James Harden. AD really don't got no beef with nobody, but he a superstar player. So him and
Blake Griffin used to go at it back in like 2015, 2016 season. That's gonna be a good little matchup.
You know he was frying.
Hell no. Hey, Blake Griffin
he was frying, bro.
Hey, Blake Griffin was a dog, man. Stop sleeping.
To keep it simple, before this cut off, to keep it simple, those are the two big threes in the league, bro. Nets, Lakers. It's gonna be a great game, bro. That's probably gonna be one of the top view games, bro. Just a Christmas Day history, bro. I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop that stat sometime after that, but that's gonna be a great game for real.
Yeah. I hope they both lose.
Very excited to see that, man. You know, a lot of people have been saying that's an NBA Finals preview. I won't go that far because it's a long season.
We got to talk. That's big threes. We got to talk great teams because there's a lot of great teams in the league right now. We're not talking just big threes that shit that look good on paper. We're talking teams.
Yeah, we got to see how them teams hold up too throughout the regular season because health, man.
It's a long season. Part of the game. Truly. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, the rest of these games is looking pretty decent too, man. We got the word signed. All right, man. So number 2 pick of the Houston Rockets, Jalen Green. He been talking a lot, man. He got a lot to say about being selected number 2 instead of number 1 over Cade Cunningham. Like my boy Jay Coop said, bro seems like he's kind of taking it too personal. He kind of in his feelings a little bit. And he basically said he's glad he didn't go to Detroit because that reminds him of the G League bubble where he just goes to practice and back to his apartment and there's really nothing to do. And I feel like that's not true. I feel like he's just kind of taking shots because he's salty because he didn't go number 1. So we kind of got into this in the pre-show meeting just about people having fake chips on their shoulder and how it's kind of corny. And we talked about LeBron because, you know, LeBron always comes out and he's always talking about, oh, I'm washed, I'm this, I'm that. He comments on every criticism. But let me know how y'all feel about these comments. and people having fake chips on their shoulders.
For Jalen's perspective, man, I definitely want to clean this up, man. I kind of feel like this is a media. We were kind of biting for this media thing. I feel like you ask a kid a question, especially at this age, he's not very, very. I'm not even gonna say that's not even. There's no need to be media trained. He's honest. He's being honest in this point. I want to be drafted number one. You ask any kid in that draft whether they were drafted 2, 3, or even 20. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be drafted at that number one spot. But I think the as far as a fake chip on the shoulder, I don't really see a fake chip on the shoulder. For that perspective, there is even a post where it goes and talks about what he said pre-draft, and of course, you're not trying to mess up your goals to get number one draft pick. He's definitely pandered. He was definitely pandering in that statement. I'm pretty sure he don't give a damn about Detroit, to keep it a buck, man. He just definitely wanted to get that number one overall, whether it would have been Detroit, Milwaukee, Cleveland, which I hope he would have said he don't want to be in Cleveland, but you know, I think as far as chips on your shoulder, and this is something real recent what we've seen with LeBron James, with this sort of like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of E.T., the hip hop preacher, man, and
Eric Thomas, that guy.
yeah, man, he a very great most motivational speaker, and I want to speak on. He had an episode where he talked about Tom Brady, and him getting suspended by Roger Goodell. He got suspended this season, and then when he came back, he starts picking defenses apart that year. He's cooking, goes to the Super Bowl, wins it. That's pretty much what happened. But it's like he talked about y'all just added more fuel to the fire. As what pick was Tom Brady? He always says he's like 190, 99.
The 199.
He was like the damn near the last pick in the draft. And it was like as if that's not enough fuel to the fire. And I feel like LeBron James seen that video and was like, now I'm going to do that to myself because I didn't get zero votes. I got 0 votes from the media people for the best player in the league next season. Like, LeBron, get over yourself.
Let's be real. The reason why it comes off as not authentic, bro, because it's like LeBron, bro. I understand like using little stuff to fuel you. Like we heard the stories about Michael Jordan and how he'll make something up about opposing player, opposing team said, oh, they said this about me or they did this just to give himself fuel. But I feel like everybody's not built like that. Everybody's not wired like that, bro. And after a while, it kind of gets corny and like, LeBron, bro, we know you're not washed. Like Jay Coop said earlier on the book, we know you're not washed, bro. Anybody that watches basketball knows you're still one of the top players in the league. Even if they don't consider you the best player in the league, you're still a top player, dog. You've been a top player for damn near your whole career. So why are we trying to make it seem like you have a chip on your shoulder, bro? You went number one straight out of high school. So what is this Wash King? What is this chip on your shoulder stuff, dog? Because obviously, bro, LeBron, you're one of the biggest like draws in media history, bro. Like they love talking about you. There's some people that can make a whole show just based off talking about stuff you did. LeBron ate this, LeBron ate that. LeBron walked to the gym. LeBron's riding a bike, bro. Like, LeBron, bro, you're that guy, man. We don't need to toot your horn every 24/7, bro. We know who you are. You know who you are, bro. So, bro, just be yourself, dog.
Big facts. Facts, bro. As for Jalen Green, bro, I understand where you're coming from, Trey, that you want to be the first. Like, that's what you should shoot for. That should be your goal. But, I mean, someone's got to come second at the end of the day. And honestly, coming in a second isn't a bad place to come, if we're being honest. Because, I mean, look at him. He's still – I mean, even before the draft, he said he'd be okay with living in Detroit. That's the biggest thing for me personally. Because, like he said, he'd be cool with living in Detroit if he got drafted number one by Detroit. But now that they didn't draft him and he feels some type of way about it, he decides to go back on his words and try to say that or try to clown Detroit. And honestly, bro, I ain't from Detroit. I ain't never been to Detroit, but they don't deserve that slander. I mean, they've been through hella shit the past decade, man. They ain't had nothing but like Brandon Jennings and like Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond, bro. Like, I feel bad for him, bro. So they deserve something like the number one pick, if we're being honest. But as for LeBron, bro, like you said, Taj, we've been known who he is since he came into the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been that guy since he stepped foot on an NBA court, like the first second. I don't know why has this narrative that people are still sleeping on him. Or, I mean, dude, you've been in the league for 18 or 19 years. No one is sleeping on LeBron James, bro. We know who you are. Like, everyone knows you're everywhere, bro. You just had a whole Space Jam movie. You don't have anything else to prove. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron just got to chill it out and play ball. But I mean, he's gonna do what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, LeBron's my guy, bro. But we all know this person just in everyday life, bro. That may be a member of your family or something like that. But they just got to be in the middle of every single thing that's going on, bro. It could be a family, bro. Everybody's chilling, everybody kicking it, bro, just hanging out. And he got to be in this conversation. He got to be in that. Oh, bro, I did that too. Oh, I did this. I did. That's kind of what type of person LeBron reminds me of, dog.
Always trying to one up you.
He's always trying to one up you. He's always just in the middle of every conversation. He always has an opinion. He has to say something about everything that's going on, dog. So
yeah, I want to talk about this, man. It's just getting worse and worse for LeBron, man. There was a video, the video of Josh Hart when he catches the ball before it goes out of bounds. He's like on one foot, he's leaning sideways.
Oh yeah.
And in the comment section, Josh Hart says like, they almost stepped out or something like that. And LeBron goes under his comment and says, "My fault. That pass is a little wide." I'm like, LeBron, dude. Like LeBron had to figure out to put himself in every conversation, whether it be you talking about your daughter just had her first walk. I remember I had my first walk. I dumped. LeBron, we dumped.
That's weird.
LeBron, you can be out of the limelight for a little bit, bro. You're a great basketball player, man. You one of the top players of all time. So this it's almost like no one can have the limelight. Even when we're talking about new cats in the league, like THT. I watched THT when he was in middle school. I knew he was gonna be the next thing up. Like, bro, no, you did not. Stop it. Like, and then I just want to tell LeBron to chill out, man. Have a seat, man. You're a great player, man. Just let your play speak for itself. You don't have to be in the limelight. You're definitely one of those guys that has to be in the middle of absolutely everything, whether we're talking kids, politics. Like, Ron, stick to what you used to, dog. But
bro, you my favorite player, bro. But
yeah,
viewers that's viewing this right now, man, don't be that person.
Please.
Don't be like Bron, man, when it comes to being in everybody's conversation, this and that, man. Yeah. Man, just do your thing, bro. Mind your business and be yourself, man. That's all we got.
You don't have to be everything, bro.
Yeah, bro. We know, bro, we know you're great, man. Share the spotlight, man. You don't gotta always be in the middle of everything, dog.
Facts, bro. Like Travis Scott, man. Stop trying to be God.
Real talk. Back to Jalen Green, dog. Me and Coop, we kind of was trying to tell my brother, we trying to tell Trey how this is and what it is, man. Jalen Green's kind of coming off with sour grapes a little bit, dog.
Bro.
It is what it is, bro. You went number 2. Everybody can't go number 1, bro. It's called number 1 pick for a reason, bro.
I understand that.
Jalen, if Cade Cunningham wasn't there, but we're not saying he's better than you. Detroit may have just thought.
But listen,
listen,
bro, I feel like you're getting caught up in that media storm, bro. Listen, a reporter asks you, "Are you cool with being number 2?" You gonna definitely say, "Oh, I'm cool with going to the team that chose me." You're not gonna say, "I wish I was in Detroit." What would y'all think if he said, "I wish I was in Detroit," and so to speak, stay with his word and I live in Detroit? How you think the Houston fans would feel like, damn, bro, we just drafted his ass. He talking about he want to go to Detroit. Like, what's up with that? I think we have to talk about what the media does to kind of put players, especially a young cat, try to put them in a position to look bad. So this,
dog, media, more times than not, they have a hidden agenda that they're trying to get at, but they're trying to get
bro. You have to look at that, bro.
What they want you to say.
I don't think he a sour grape, bro, because I never heard him say, "Fuck Detroit." I know they drafted the one guy they drafted in front of me. He played the dude in the game head up. He outscored him. His team won against his team. I mean, I'm not sure how angry he is or how angry he appears to be, but it looks like he enjoying himself in Houston.
Bro, you're doing your thing, bro. You're doing great in life, dog. So ain't no reason to be salty about it. But
yeah,
it just seems like not even just that interview, bro. But every time I look on social media, or I turn my head, he's saying something else about not being number 1, or about Detroit, or about this, or about that.
Because that's what the conversation.
Like, bro, let it go, bro. It is what it is. You can have that chip on your shoulder, but bro, at the end of the day, you're still one of the best players in the NBA draft, bro. You went number 2 for a reason. So focus on that, bro. Stop worrying about Detroit, bro. Detroit gonna be straight, bro. You do your thing. You ball out, bro. Houston's your team now, bro. Worry about them. Stop worrying about Cade Cunningham.
Real talk. I agree.
I hope he grills Cade Cunningham. And by the way, man, Cade Cunningham, I don't want to make this a bash Cade Cunningham situation.
Bro, just had 7 threes though.
He's a hooper. He's a hooper. Yeah, he gets buckets, man. There's a reason he was drafted number 1. They wanted him on their
Hey,
team.
remember that move? That move he hit on Green too?
He snatched, bro.
Yes, sir.
He snaps, bro. He's a hooper, bro. I'll give it to him. He gets buckets, man. Great player. But
And on topic of the summer league, dog, the summer league, it's officially over. It's ended, man.
yes, sir.
It's about time for training camp in the NBA, man, and we're about to get ready for the opening night of the season, dog. So
Let's
it's
go.
over. Sacramento won it, led by their MVP, Davion Mitchell, not Donovan Mitchell. Don't mistake that. No relation
D.
at all, dog. The second D Mitch. Maybe the real D Mitch.
Maybe.
How y'all feel, man?
Yeah,
I don't know about the real D Mitch because hey, let's not forget what D Mitch did his rookie year because he should have been rookie of the year, but we're not gonna get into that.
But let me be real with y'all, dog. I wouldn't be Taj James if I wasn't real with y'all. Man, I first discovered Davion Mitchell. I'm not saying discover like, you know, like I discovered him or nothing, but like that. But when I first started watching him play, was the championship.
Okay, I was just about to say in high school or some shit. I'm like,
championship, dog. And you know, obviously during the championship, I forgot who they were playing that game. It was Baylor versus. Y'all remember?
Shit, I've never even seen him play in college.
It was a national championship for the NCAA or whatever, but they were playing, and you know how they tell the whole story about the team, about all the players and stuff like that. And this dude, first he caught my eye, bro, because he was wearing number 45, and it says Mitch on the back, Mitchell. I'm like,
yeah, that's when I first heard of him.
I'm like, is this favorite player Donovan Mitchell or something, or what is it, bro? Because like, obviously, the tournaments where you see everybody's stories and why they're hooping and why they're doing this and why they're doing that, but I seen bro, and I'm like, damn. So then they start running the story about him. They had the coaches and his teammates on there talking about him, and they said his nickname was Off Night. I'm like, damn, what does that mean? And then they're basically saying, bro, whoever he's checking, don't have an off night, dog. And shit, bro, he was the leader of that team, bro. They were some hounds, bro, some dogs off the leash on defense, offense, bro. They bullies. All 1 through 12, bro. They was all bullies, dog. That's who they were playing. They was playing Jalen Suggs and Gonzaga, bro. Ran them off the floor, dog. Punked him. Hey, bro. They made them look like some scared puppy dogs or something, dog. But they ran through that whole team. And then coming to the NBA draft, Davion Mitchell kind of slid a little bit, dog. So I'm like,
damn, a lot of it.
Why'd he slide so much? But he landed in Sacramento. Sacramento.
What pick was he? Like the 9th or 10th?
Nah, bro. He was like late teens, bro. I think 20.
Late teens? Really? Damn. They got a steal.
Yeah.
Sacramento, bro. Low-key Cleveland at the West, bro. To me, that's where talented players go to die, bro.
Thanks.
But nah, I didn't really want to see him go to that team, bro. He's still gonna do his thing. Summer League happened, bro. He won the MVP, bro. He locked up some of your favorite rookies. He did his thing. So give me your thoughts on Davion Mitchell, man.
First off,
perhaps D Mitch.
Davion Mitchell, a lock up defender. You're not after I did see him when he played with Baylor and he
really slide his feet too, bro. He really be.
When you talk about sliding, moving his feet, I watched him when they played the Hornets. And Mr. Mick Bouknight, whatever his name is, Mr. Mick Bouknight looked like he was a high school basketball player struggling to bring the rock up the court. Bro was turning that mug over. And I seen him, I was like, why is he locking him up like this? Like, I think his coach may have pulled him to the side and told him, this is the NBA. We do not play defense like that. Because he should have not been playing no type of defense like that, bro.
We don't play like that, dog.
That's illegal, bro. We don't play defense. He had bro in handcuffs. When I seen him, like, you know when somebody's really struggling on offense, when they start to turn their back like this and they start bringing up the ball, they start the crossovers. Yeah, when they start doing that, bro, you know they're struggling to get the ball up the court. Bro took the ball. He was just that whole team, man. Just the leadership he brought with the energy on the defensive end. He can play, he can hoop for real. When he caught my eye, I'm a big fan of Devin the Lab, bro. I check his page and he's showing all the highlights. I'm like, bro, he's really shifting people. Like on offense, you're supposed to be the one.
I say don't forget about his offense too, bro. He really can score that. He can score the rock, bro, for real.
Yes. On offense, he shifts, and on defense, he shifts people too. He makes you like on offense, you're supposed to determine where you want to go. On when he's playing defense, he determines where you want to go. You're not gonna go wherever you want to go. He's a lock up defender, man. Great player. I'm excited to see what he does in the league, man.
Hey, y'all will know his name by the end of this season, man. That's all I gotta say.
Facts, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here in front like I knew who he was before he came to the NBA, but I got to see the game they played against the Celtics, I believe, where he was locking up Peyton Pritchard. But I mean, yeah, I was impressed right off the bat from what I've seen from him, man. He's like 6'5" to 6'7", guard or guard/forward, but he's nice, man. He's mobile, you know what I'm saying? He knows where he needs to be defensively, which is very important, especially for young cats coming into the league, like, because it's not even just your ability to get up with other players on the defensive end, but it's like where you're supposed to be at on the court, and he has a good idea of where he needs to be at. So like you said, bro, I'm excited to see what he can do throughout this regular season, man.
Yeah, man. And also I want to say this, man. Any young cat, man, he's someone to model after, man. Defense in the league is so like low level. Defense is so low level, and I hate to say this, but like we're talking about one-on-one. We have just because we have prolific scorers with the likes of James Harden, Stephen Curry, KD, Kyrie. Offensive skill is so high. It's like defense is kind of irrelevant now. But when you can play defense on any level, if you can lock up and play defense and shoot the ball, that is a scouts is looking for that, man. If you can shoot the ball and play some defense, they're looking for that.
3-and-D players are some of the most important players in the league, man.
Yeah.
Always gonna have a job in the league, bro. No matter what.
Facts.
And then when teams like super teams like LeBron and Russ, they need players. Who they looking for? 3-and-D, bro. Just like you said, scouts, when they looking for players to recruit, let me go get this dude over this dude that just shoot the ball. Oh, this dude play defense and shoot the ball, so we're going to grab him. We're going to throw him the scholarship. So, like you said, bro, keep that in mind. And I want to thank y'all for tapping into the Bucket Discussions podcast this week, man. I believe we're at episode 11 or 12.
Yeah.
We got a in-person podcast finally dropping. We got that edited up. Shout out, bro. He got that edited. Hang on that, man. We got a little intro now, dog. So we hype, man.
Yes, sir. We going up.
Hey, Bucket Discussions going up like a floater once again, man.
Yes, sir. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
Let them know about it.
Hey, we're going to keep bringing y'all this fire content, man. We're going to keep doing our thing. We're going to be here each and every week, man, discussing the hottest topics in sports. Not just basketball, but sports, bro. We're going to be bringing out our real life the real life. We're going to tie it in with everything, man, because sports and real life, man, they're hand in hand. So
big facts. Yeah,
man. NFL season's about to start. You already know I'm a Chiefs fan. MVP Pat, man. We're gonna be talking about we're gonna be talking about a little bit of football too, man. So keep that in mind. Thank y'all for tapping in, man.
Yeah, this is the bucket.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for the love and support, bro. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. We're gonna keep shouting y'all out, man. We're gonna keep doing our thing. Just keep sharing, keep liking, subscribe, man. Turn the notification on, man. So you know each time that we drop an episode.
Go hit that bell.
For the love and support, man. Y'all the real MVPs, man.
Real MVP, man.
For real, man. Appreciate every single one of y'all, man.
Y'all the real MVPs, man.
Yes, sir.
And we out, man.
All right.
Peace.